And welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking fresh, I must say, and nonetheless, you're also looking not too bad as well. Of course, if you're wondering what this is all about, we're not here to talk about our stylish attire and sorts. Well, we are going to be talking about style as well, but before we get to start, we're going to need to tell you about the 10 Rand off selected Shield products that you can get in the bio in itself. Just follow and make sure that you're part of the newest movement in terms of what is happening with technology, in terms of sports, in terms of style. In terms of you, next to me, welcome. I go by the name of the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, Temple Business. Alongside me is Juice. Full name, Bamba Nan. But stayed out of Eastern Cape, Sterke as you call it, and you may be wondering, why are we sitting here together? We're here to sell some products. We definitely are. I like your fade, by the way.
Thank you.
Where did you get it? Of course, and we're going to be giving you so many talking points, not just talking about all fun and games, the serious conversations to be had, talking about a campaign that is quite close to my heart, close to our heart as well as South Africa's heart. Not done yet campaign. We're going to be unpacking that, and of course, use your coupon per order standard and coupon terms and conditions apply when you're trying to get some of the products, these lovely products really that are being flashed onto the market itself. Now, Bums.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us in terms of this particular conversation. And if you're joining us, where you been, man? Let me recap for you. Shield is a proud sponsor of Banyana, and the FIFA Women's World Cup, and we want to utilize the sponsorship to not only drive awareness of a more purposeful narrative. I'm talking about of not done yet, but to encourage all South Africans to rally behind Banyana. Of course, and get to know the names and the stories of grit and passion and connect with the team on a human level. You are human. You're very much human. I just touched you. Now, let me show you something. There's an iconic saying that says, no one man, woman or child can be an island. You need a partnership. You play in midfield. You know you can't do it with your head. You know why you need a partnership. You need collaborations that are going to inspire nations. Should I give you more elaborations?
About
you
midfield.
Yeah, about midfield?
I'm a defender,
but I like you in midfield.
Okay.
Yeah, I like you in midfield. Nonetheless, like we mentioned about collaborations, there's no collaboration that is more iconic. The likes of Jomo Sono, Pirates. I'm talking about Jordan, the Bulls, Tom and Jerry, iconic partnership. Banyana, Shield, the partnership that you never know you need it, but it's absolutely crucial in painting the narrative of this fantastic story. Not done yet as a campaign that retraces the roots of the South African story, the true South African story, and of course ensure that you follow the true South African story by checking out the bio as well, and ensuring that you follow the prompts and the coupons as well. In terms of the storyline of Not Done Yet, it is a like I said, a particular campaign that is close to my heart, and it is a campaign that speaks of a story of resilience. Pume Eastern Cape. Deep down in the Eastern Cape, I have family members from the Eastern Cape. A lot of people don't make it out of that province, but here you are. You went from Sterke, Belarus, the rest of the world. That's an amazing story. I'm sure you're not done yet.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Bambani Mbane. I'm
Temba.
I'm Manyala defender. Also Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah, I'm from Sturkspreid in the Eastern Cape, a village called Kobushani. Do you know Kobushani? Kobushani.
I think I've drove past there once. I think I went live, drove past there once. I'm Kobushani.
Yeah, I'm from Kobushani.
Yeah.
I started my career there since I was playing with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, because it's Lalin obvious.
I read a funny story that your uncle played a big role in terms of getting your career up and running. I mean, like you said, Bafana, the boys were around, and not too many girls playing in the streets, playing Tibola, and there you are. Tell me about the role that family has played in shaping your career as well.
Look, Temba, also you know, if you are a female, you have to play netball or whatsoever. But for me, it was a different story. You know, I played netball, I played volleyball, I played soccer, so I was good. So and then my uncle was there. I was like, I see this potential.
Okay.
You understand? More especially with soccer. You understand? Like with netball, but hey, you're also good.
Apparently, there's another funny story. I did my research, by the way. They invited her to a netball game.
Yeah.
Bambanani Saucela, please. Danko. Bring your kids and come play netball. Apparently you brought soccer boots.
Yeah.
True or false?
True.
Oh, of course, yeah. Talk to me about that, your love for football. Because clearly netball wasn't going to cut it for you. The other sports around were not going to cut it for you.
Remember,
Did you pick it up from an early age that, Yazin, I'm going to be a soccer player?
yeah, because even after school, there's a local team that I was playing.
Nice.
Yeah, and Uncle Wam was also my coach.
Nice.
In that team.
Nepotism.
So Uncle was out after school. Bambana, you have to choose, and you are very good. Whether netball, volleyball, running, athletics, but he was like, you need to focus more on soccer. But from villages,
Yeah.
we understand about they will discriminate you. Why are you playing soccer? Blah blah blah.
Tell me, that's a very good point you raised, because you're not just a female, but you're trying to establish yourself in a male-dominated sport.
Yeah.
And most often than not, you find yourself that you are in a disadvantaged area.
Yeah.
A lot of people disadvantaged in terms of the perspective on life and what a woman can do. That's a lot of barriers, man, you have to fight against. Where do you get that resilience from? Is that not done yet? Yes, that spirit?
Yeah, and more especially if you have that supportive family, you don't care, you understand. So my uncle, he said, I was like, hey, mama, relax, well, you understand, focus, lena into, and then Kanti, he knows Guti. It's not yet done. So from there, high school, high school, it's the very same thing. I have to play with boys, and people were so shocked. Yeah, even the boys were kicking me. I was like, and that time I was playing as a midfielder and striker. Yeah. And then I went to Bloemfontein and played for Bloemfontein Celtics. Nice. And then coach Yamlap was like, okay, Banana is for a trial. I was like, okay. And then when I went
is this for a boys team or a girls team?
When I went there, I was like, oh, girls team. I was like,
That's okay.
No. I used to play with boys.
Yeah.
But I didn't know Guti. They were good.
Yeah.
Just like me. We are born.
Yes, Mama, there are other players that are as good as you. Now, that's a beautiful story. That's an inspirational story for me. And I mean, you will speak to a lot of people that are tuning in. If you've just joined us, where you been? Did you get the memo? Don't forget. Get your Shield products, of course, and get into the bio and ensure that you're on the page, the Instagram page, and ensure that you get all the necessary information. You get your 10 Rand off selected Shield products, of course. Now, speaking about product, you are a product of that system. The system that got you from Eastern Cape and then the World Cup. There you are sitting next to your teammates, the Amanda Dlaminis of this world, Sipi Senas of this world, Desiree Ellis is there. Talk to me about that experience. That must be a mad thing, as they say in England.
I got Banyana call up. I remember I was with my uncle in the hospital. I was like, Bambala, when are you going to play for Banyana? I was like, when the time is right, I must just keep working hard. Later on, I just received a call from Koshia. He was a team manager. Team manager where Banyana was like, hey, Coach Ferra, what was join the camp very soon. Bear in mind that time, the neck grasping so I can't work properly. I was like, sorry, me, I'm injured, I can't.
You tried to kick somebody. Anyway.
I was like, I can't. What's wrong? I was like, the neck grasping. I was like, Coach, she's saying, okay, you can come. Remember, it was my first time to be flight. I didn't know Guti. The flight in the seat numbers.
You sat in the wrong seat.
Someone was like,
guys,
this is my seat.
Yeah, there's nothing. And then you are looking like, you're enjoying. Wow. But that's such a beautiful story, because that tells you of your growth, your path, your destiny in a way.
Yeah.
So in these Andes, I see what I did there. You on the plane, wrong seat.
Yes, wrong seat. I was like, oh, there's your seat number. Oh, sorry. Okay, I arrived in our Tambo. I was like, hey. DRP, which direction? But follow. But someone was waiting for me. Can't figure out here. I was the only player, the new player, Banyana. the whole school of banyana players. And I have to introduce myself. I was like, about Janina, about Amanda. I was like,
people you see on TV.
Yeah, I was like, it's not for me. And then I was like, coach, I'm gonna introduce myself later because now, no.
Yeah. In nerves.
Yeah, I'm a nerves.
Okay.
I can't believe what today, like where I come from, background, but sometimes you know the background, it doesn't determine your future.
Thank you. I love that point. Like for me, that's when the world says you're done, Shield says not done yet.
Yes.
You said I'm not done yet.
Yeah. And then went training later on. I was wearing the wrong t-shirt. Remember
come on, man.
They're giving you training kit and casual.
So when you Then Mikes, you wore the training kit for a casual event. It happens to the best of us, my friend. It happens to the best of us, okay?
So I can't forget, but I was like, hey, dude, you're wearing the wrong t-shirt. I was like, huh? I didn't know. Fortunately, there were people that in Baziola, like they're willing to help since I couldn't work properly because it grass pen. And then Saiba Leni, you see, this does is auto. But
who's the one player like you looked at like I can't believe here's a person that I idolized and they're on the same bus with me. Yes, I'm wearing the wrong key, but nonetheless I'm here.
Remember Ujenin?
Yeah.
We're playing the same position. Yeah. What?
That's Janine van Beek, by the way.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, Whitey. Okay.
It's a nickname, Whitey. I wonder.
I call her Whitey.
Okay.
So I was like, Whitey. I can't believe it. But okay. I know I'm a hard worker.
Nice.
You know, but then when I know that I have to work extra hard.
You know, there's a great saying that says, hard work will always outwork talent.
Yeah.
I really do believe that.
Before Ibanyana was training twice.
Why not 3?
It's not easy.
Anyway, so this journey, like I want to unpack it even more. You're on a bus. You're on a plane. You are in Australasia now. There's a lot going on here. We start off the tournament not in the best way. Close, but not close enough. We come back with a disappointing performance in the second one. Now we're under pressure, Sauda. It's the third game, and we have to get the job done. Take me through, what are you feeling? What's the team feeling? Put me in the dressing room. Put me in the hotel. Put me in your mind.
Can I take it back to 2019 first World Cup?
Yeah.
It was our first World Cup. We didn't do well because this is an experience. So I remember doing an interview with Sasol. When it was good, it was about different World Cup. I was like, remember, it's a World Cup, it's the African champs, not just, but African champs. So people must know we are African champs. Plus, I like the mentality of Banyana players. They always have land of you want to win everything. You want to make South Africa proud.
You know which mentality I like as well? When you try plug yourself to really good products, Shield products. Use your promo code and ensure that, you know what, we plug you. Never say that as we pound doesn't mind it, but did I give you the code, brother? No, I'll give it out. Please follow in the bio. Please continue.
Not yet done. Bending I as Guti this is a World Cup see top 16. But I remember Gasfiga, you know most Sweden. Yeah. Is number 3rd in the world.
Very strong team.
Yeah. So people are obvious about people was Banyana is 50 something or 70. I was like, hey, they're gonna lose. And
you know you raised such a good point. We were 54th coming into the tournament. We left it number 16. Imagine. Yeah.
So even under Goti, they are playing Sweden. And they are tall, which is true. I understand. But we had a meeting, missed day -1. We had a meeting, we know we're playing against Sweden, but guys, it's 11-11. And you know, South Africa, if you understand. So for us to make South Africa proud, it doesn't matter for the results. We can also win, and understand. So yes, we lost, but Sweden, some of the players were like, yeah,
These
this
guys
team,
good.
yeah. And as we were African champs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
African champs.
Africa. Nonetheless, so like for me, that is such a fascinating story because the way you guys left, even for the tournament, there was a lot of. I'm not really going to go into much detail in terms of that. We all know what happened before Banyana left and the sort of unhappiness within the camp. But for me, the real key point is to show the spirit, that resilience, that togetherness, that ultimately, takes an individual thought and make it a collective success. You guys pushed on. You mentioned that Sweden game wasn't the best result that you wanted, and I remember Coach Desiree saying that defense, we can't concede. You can't park the car here, man. She was saying you can't park the car here early, or park the bus, but don't let them concede, or don't concede early.
Yeah,
you conceded early. Tell me about now. You're heading into a very crucial game, the third game.
Yeah,
must-win game. In nerves injury, because I know my nerves are finished.
as I had done in nerves, can't you for the first time, I couldn't even sleep. I remember asking the doctor, I'm a sleeping tablet. I can't sleep. Because I'm nervous because it's a do or die game. It's a must win, whether we like it or not. And then next day, we had a meeting as players again. Guys, one team, one goal. We have to fight. Not
you mentioned meeting. There's a beautiful moment that happened, not in the hotel, but in the dressing room. Iguicho. Iguicho is such a big part of what we do. If you don't know what Guicho is as Babon is, Zumbe! That's, for example, Iguicho. And there was a moment in the dressing room, Andile Dlamini is leading you guys, and I'm watching this clip, and I can tell you, I'm getting goosebumps. How does that feel? Where does that come from? And is that the Africanness coming out? Yeah.
Let me take you back. So when they suit, and we felt like guys. You know when we are wearing a suit, we see confidence. Yeah. So Sanglama suit, and then we went to the bus, and then as fike basini, no earphones. Okay, guys. Any song we see as yo, okay, fine. Dressing room.
Yeah.
FIFA people.
They never expected it.
This team is the best team.
Thank you so much.
After Labo, I were trending. I was like, Banyana, they can sing.
It was big. I don't think a moment like that would be as big as it was.
Yeah.
And a big moment as well for you is, I should remind you this, the link is in the bio to get your 10 Rand promo code as well. Ensure that you follow that bio and ensure that you get your Shield products and so on. But for me, that was such a great moment because it showed us who we are as a people. Africa had arrived. Because now you have a chance after the last 16 where it's Niger, it's Morocco, it's Saudi Arabia. Don't think we're done. We're not done yet.
Not. Remember, to our African teams.
Yes.
Abantu were like,
we're not global teams.
Yeah,
African teams.
Yeah, but I'm so happy that the World Cup we showed that African teams can play and understand. So it means there is improvement.
Yeah.
And understand. And when I see a partnership, no Shield, it means we're doing good. Which is
shout out to Shield, by the way.
Yeah. Number one.
No, but for real, like we are all jokes about it, but it takes certain brands to have a vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for them to see it early, continue to sponsor such a world-class team. You need a world-class brand, and you know what I mean? So shout out to Shield, and long may continue this partnership. I mentioned that you need collaborations that give you inspiration. You need more elaborations. I can do this all day. Back to the job here at hand. Tembi Khatlan. What are going on with that celebration? Because I didn't see that coming. Tell me, was that planned?
Temba, I'm a defender.
Okay.
You know, we don't
celebrate.
a celebration is not our thing. Uyabo? They will discuss, okay guys, we're gonna do the celebration, certain celebration. Uyabo? Okay, sharp. If ukora uThembu kanye bani manje yasifika lapho uThembu ushaya. And manje thina sifuna le nto bethu batho kanjani uyayibona wonke asifika shaya.
So this was not planned at all. She just started freestyling of thing. South Africa, you heard it. You heard it from the exclusive on the Insta Live. It was not planned. It just happened naturally.
Yeah.
So now you're sitting like, and then we didn't practice. This what's going on. Which one is this one?
Excitement. That's not that.
So now
just follow Jay. If I mean and don't know.
Okay, that's an interesting moment because there was another moment as well that I filtered back home, and we took that and I saw little kids in the streets doing a snake, and I was like, something is happening here, and Banyana Banyana really leading a nation. And speaking about Banyana Banyana in a nation, August is a month of women, a women's month as they call it, and I think it's a particular time in the year that we need to reflect, and not just reflect but plan. How does that sort of play in with the campaign that we're seeing with Shield partnering up with Banyana with the Not Yet Done campaign?
Before we left the country, we did a photo shoot with Shield. So one of the motivation good. We understand good. There's more. We understand, and it's not only for Tina, but the upcoming generation.
I like that.
Yeah. So big up to Shield.
Big up to Shield.
Yeah.
Don't forget your promo code as well. 10 Rand to get antiperspirant using the promo code. Not done yet. Back to more. Anyway, so in wrapping up this part of the conversation, I think the month of August we need to have January, February, and so we need to make it a yearly thing, because just to dedicate one sort of month to the pillars of our society, because at the end of the day, women are the pillars, the cornerstones of any society, any thriving society anyway. So, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, compare, I'm not gonna be political here, but apples and apples. This is a yellow ball, this is a green ball. If you compare them, both are balls, right? But they're different colors.
Yeah.
You've got female sport on the up in South Africa, where you've got, for instance, the female Proteas in terms of cricket. Only team to make it to semi-final and a final of a World Cup. You know what I mean? You've got the under-19s as well who made it to a semi-final. Banyana, current reigning African champions. First team to make it into the last 16. Something needs to give. If we're comparing it, then it's not adding up. We need to give more emphasis and more particularly investment into women's sport. But is it as simple as throwing money at it?
Yeah. Izasinceda kakhulu ukuthi yabona ne-Shield yasekhona more sponsors and more sponsors, performance at your
there you go. You heard that. More performance. And of course, if you want to perform at the highest level, you need a product like this. And of course, my personal favorite, I like this one. You know what? It doesn't stain black clothing. You see, I've got a black shirt underneath. If I put demand, this is the one to get, guys. So beautiful conversations with a very interesting lady from Steke. Why is it called Steke?
Stake Sprit. Yeah.
So you shortened it to Steke, or everybody calls it Steke. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Did you make it up?
I'm sure.
Nonetheless, but a fascinating conversation. Now, Shield is also not just all about performance on the field. They're all about style.
Okay.
I love when sporting brands meet fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, guys, how come I don't have a nice, like the black one? Wagwan. Okay, let's be answers. They're gonna be well answered. Tell me about this shirt. I am told, a birdie told me that this is exclusive shirt. You can't get Kantolagala anywhere in South Africa, yet you have one. I'm not jealous. Tell me about this shirt. It's an iconic shirt. What does it represent for you?
About this shirt name. Personally, not personally, as a team,
man.
We used to play all yellow. We know if we are playing all yellow, it's a winner, obvious. We can understand. So for now, team manager, guys gonna play all black. I was like, all black for what? We can understand. I was like, but Sweden is playing with all yellow, so you can't. We understand. And then we're like, oh, okay, it's fine. And then I explained why the black jersey. We are going to look at BJV. Yeah, ukuthi country ininzi kahle kahle, we understand. So manje izo-representa lo way, and again sifune ukuthi thina esibanyana banyana sibe neyethu ijezi kuthiwa leye banyana banyana ijezi. Yeah,
history makers.
Yes.
I'm double. If they haven't called you guys history makers already, you guys are history makers, and this is a historic jersey. And if you want to keep it fresh, I mean, you're gonna need products like this. My friend, let me plug you some more. Make sure that you get the promo code and follow in the bio. This one is Invisible Fresh, my friend. Should I tell you more?
Go for it.
In fact, yeah, but they're gonna take it from my paycheck.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not gonna. But you know, you please, Invisible Fresh. This is the new product that Sheeta's put on the market. Absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing. Another one to follow it up with this one. I think this one I can put on.
Okay.
But then you're gonna have to close your eyes.
Ish.
Okay, it's fine. Moving along swiftly. Now, in terms of the performance and the jersey itself, like for me, I'd really love to have a jersey like that. Do you think that more and more of such statements need to be made in sports using sort of impahla, man? Because style and sports go hand in hand, more so for the new generation. Back in the day where, you know, you just used to wear whatever, but it wasn't a thing. And I mean, teaming up with the likes of the Coq Sport here, and the Coq Sport here, and the French here, until it's nothing to scoff at. Like it's something that is new and it's fresh in sport. Do you think we need more collaborations like that?
Yeah, that's not a good, because go to Mogu say the meaning the jersey. Nova, we started singayithandi. We didn't like the jersey. Yeah, because always we know good when we're playing all yellow. It's a must win, I understand. But for now, mindset is changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the history.
I like that.
Yeah, in Zimbabwe, not wrong, but.
Choma. Boy, that's Spanish. We won't let you down this one. But when I get the perfect smell, it was not going to stain anything. Bang, man. Invisibly fresh, stay fresh all day, every day. I'm still complaining about not getting a jersey. They gave me this yellow one. I love it still, but I want the historic one. I like to think I'm a history maker. Stu's, before we wrap up the conversation, and I've had such an amazing time having, going on this journey with you from Steke and Belarus is a story that I want you to touch base on. Many people, if you didn't know, she actually played in Belarus. One of the few South African women to even make it to that country. How did that come about, and is it that cold?
Ish. That time I didn't even have agent.
Oh.
Well, I was playing for Bloemfontein Celtics, and there was a guy who was playing for the first team. Unbonile ukuthi talented kangakanani. He was like, "Oh, I don't deserve to play here."
Wow.
So I have to connect you with someone else. I was like, "Okay, cool, no problem." That guy was from Cameroon, I think. Yeah, and then the deal was done, and still I couldn't believe it. I called Tulu. I was like, "Hey,
I made it in Chad.
Hey, baby,
Mama made it." I like that.
I was like, "Hey, baby, send money offer, man."
Yeah, man.
So eating then. She was like, "I'll take it. Why not?" Because you've been working so hard.
I'm sure it was a big culture shock when you went there. Of course, go.
Remember, language, it's a problem. It is Russia.
Oh.
So it translating, I translated from Google. You know, Google sometimes.
Please say something in Russian. What can you say in Russian?
I forgot.
Spasibo.
Spasiba.
That's the one.
Spasiba.
I heard it in the movie, that one. Anyway, on a more serious note.
Remember, I went there. Kanti, they didn't tell me therefore he try it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so, but you know God, man. When it's your time.
When it's your time. And then just closing it off, I think a big shout out we should give to Coach Desreales and the job that she's done. Not only her, but the technical stuff. But obviously she's got the higher profile, the reigning African woman coach of the year as well. How has that experience been working with Desreales? I actually bumped into her not so long ago. I think you guys are just coming from a World Cup, and she was at a varsity women's game. And I thought to myself, lady, you just traveled so much, and here you are still at varsity football. How has that been for you, working with her? Very briefly.
A very humble human being. You know, if you have a relationship with the players, everything about Lula. So of course she played a huge part. I understand, and we appreciate her. Yeah.
Coach Desvialis, I appreciate you. Juice appreciate you. The people in the background signaling that I need to shut up now appreciate you. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to have Juice unpack what it means to be an ambassador of persistence, an ambassador of not done yet, and still pushing next boundaries, persistence. That's all I'm about. Don't forget as well, Shield in the 18 area. Business! The most attacked to fire man in sports entertainment. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? I'm out.
Bye.